Live on your radio station, it's Real Talk Radio with Dan Lane.
All right, everybody. So it looks like I'm pretty glad I waited to do this video. I was going to shoot this one earlier today, but I didn't necessarily want to put the cart before the horse. I kind of suspected that RFK Jr. would endorse Trump once he dropped out, and it looks like that's exactly what he's aiming to do, but in exchange for an administration job in return. Now, personally, I think Trump should take the deal. He's a businessman. He knows a good deal when he sees one. I don't think that RFK Jr., being the leftoid that he is, I don't think that Trump should appoint him in places where he might regret it. Personally, I think Trump ought to put him up in one of the highest level positions possible, like high intel or high level security clearances where he could look into and see what the government's been lying to us about. Like, for instance, the Kennedy assassination. Wouldn't that be something? That might be an eye-opener, because it is no mystery right now that RFK is a leftoid. He supports gun bans. He supports gun control. He supports late-term abortions. He supports locking people up in high-level positions who oppose climate change. The guy's just an all-around leftoid, and that he should be put into a position where he has an eye-opening experience. And I think that if he were to see with his own two eyes who actually killed his family, he might just decide to stop being a leftoid piece of shit and join the Republic and become a patriot for once. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But there's a lot of bravado going on by the legacy media and a lot of hype, like, boom, Kamala Harris. Oh, all these celebrities coming out twerking and doing all kinds of dumb shit, trying to prop her up like she's the queen bee, when just 3.5 short years ago, she was at the lowest of the totem pole and nobody liked her, including the left. They were actually pissed off at Biden because he chose her as VP. God, the inconsistency with these fools. I don't even think they know what they want. They just don't want orange Hitler. But it doesn't really matter what they want because they're unqualified voters anyway. You can sit here and watch them on social media. Oh, this is such a feel-good ticket. It's such a feel-good ticket. If you vote with your feelings and not by policy, then you're an unqualified voter. You should just sit this one out because, look, we already had 3.5 going on 4 fucking years of Democratic leadership, and look where it's taken us. Nobody, no working class American can look at you with a straight face and say, oh, we're doing fine. We're doing absolutely fine. You're a goddamn liar. And Kamala, you know, she has no policies at all that is going to fix or even address what we're going through. Yeah, she mentions the border, but she's had 3.5 years to do something about it. Now she wants you to vote for her so she can unfuck what she fucked to begin with?
What are you talking about? What?
You're telling me that she can't write out an EO and wake Joe up from one of his naps and say, look, you remember how they had you signing executive orders like a conveyor belt in your first week of your first and only term? Can you do that again? Let's do something about the border. Let's not tax tips. If there was a way you could make everybody forget that everybody hated me, that would be great too. But nobody's going to forget. Nobody is going to forget. Anybody voting for Kamala Harris at this point, they're just too stupid to fucking live. Yeah, I get it. You don't like Trump. Oh, now it's all of a sudden an age issue. Trump's too old. Well, you know, you can't really say that now, can you? You guys supported a demented man, and we were trying to tell you the whole time the guy was suffering, and you're like, oh, you right-wing conspiracy theorists, you don't know what, you're just a hateful piece of shit. Now, all of a sudden, age is a thing. And now they're even trying to flip the script and say, oh, Trump's got dementia. As if they know what the hell dementia looks like. We've been only telling them this shit for years on end, and they ignored us. And now they're even super pissed off at the very network that told them the truth. Still slamming Fox News. They're still slamming the shit out of Fox News, and I'm sitting there going, but they're the only ones that told you the truth. CNN, ABC, MSNBC, C-SPAN, all of them lied to your face, including the woman that you are trying to vote for lied to you. Just a week before he decided he was going to drop out on his own merit. Yeah, right. You guys were saying he was fit, sharp as a tack, and turning cartwheels in the White House. I know you got these leftoids mind controlled, and they don't even know their asshole from the ground. They don't know rat shit from Rice Krispies. They don't know what gender they are from one day to the next. They make up pronouns as they go along, and they use social media to push it, celebrities to advocate for it, and politicians to promise legislations to protect them. Makes no damn sense at all. Now, here's another brain buster. It doesn't matter who gets into office. Shit is going to hit the fan. Either way, America is going to go through a very bad period. For one, you're not going to be able to just turn this shit off and reverse it and go back to normal. It's going to take some unraveling, and in that unraveling is going to be some violence. There's going to be all kinds of shit. There's going to be a lot of pushback. You got grown men saying, we're not going back. Actually, we're not going back. What the fuck are you even talking about?